Sarvati Savata Kavitanata Then Kamsa Jeevan Satvaitam Savaditam Karijana Kavitam Krishna Chaitanya Sri Radha Krishna Pada Savitana Lavita Sri Shakali Tamasya He Krishna Karana Asindu Dina Kanduja Karpate Ho Krishna Gopi Gavanta Radha Kardana Moskute Tapta Kanchananda Orandi Radha Vrindava Neshwari Vishwapanusute Devi Pranamaki Hari Pancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhye Chapatitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishwapadaya Krishna Prasthaya Krishna Srimati Chaitanya Swami Namaha Chaitanya Hey Krishna Prabhupada ki jai. So today for everybody, Hare Krishna, all the Matajis and Prabhus and everybody, children, Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. So today, I think Prithu Maharaj's topic is very, very, because he is the one of the incarnation of God, Krishna. So it's a very interesting topic of Prithu Maharaj. His Grahastha life, how he is doing everything and how he is concentrating on his devotional service, even though he was a incarnation of Krishna. So that we are going to see, because like Lord Ramachandra, King Prithu also incarnation of Krishna and ruled the planet very efficiently. That is why, you know, Ramarajam is Ramarajam also it's the same one. It is. So in that period it was everything was abundant and general populace also the predominating deities presented various gifts for Prithu Maharaj, and then enhanced by he was no, because everybody will get jealous. Even the Indra also will get jealous about Prithu Maharaj. So that's why, you know, he is superhumanly enhanced by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when he was performing so many yajnas, because he was doing so many yajnas, but he wants to do the Ashwamedha yajna. So that's he wants to perform that Ashwamedha yajna because that is the last one. So he wants to perform. So, but in meanwhile, this King Indra, heaven of, so he doesn't like it. So he wants to stop that because he is not having that. Nobody should be equal to him because he has done that Ashwamedha Yaga because he was done 100 like 1,000 of 100 yajnas. In that last one is the Ashwamedha yajna. So he wants to stop it because he's going to finish. This Ashwamedha yajna is the last yajna. So he wants to stop it. So for that only he was doing all his criminal mind, no, is working like anything. So he started working. So that shloka only now today we are going to see 11, 12, 13. 3 shlokas we are going to cover today. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye. Charamena Yajamane Yajuspatim Vainye Yajna Pashum Spardhan Apo Vaha Tirohitaha. Yeah. Somebody can read the synonyms and the translation and purport.
Hare Krishna. Naimisha Mataji, you can read the synonyms. Meenakshi Mataji, the translation, and Archana Mataji, the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Synonyms. Charamena, by the last one. Ashwamedhena, by the Ashwamedha sacrifice. Yajamane, when he was performing the sacrifice. Yajupatim, for the satisfaction of the Lord of Yajna, Vishnu. Vainye, the son of King Vena. Yajna Pashum, the animal meant to be sacrificed in the Yajna. Spardhan, being envious. Apovaha, stood. Tirohitaha, being invisible. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. When Prithu Maharaj was performing the last horse sacrifice, Ashwamedha Yajna, King Indra, invisible to everyone, stole the horse intended for sacrifice. He did this because of his great envy of King Prithu. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. King Indra is known as Shadakradu, which indicates that he has performed 100 horse sacrifices, Ashwamedha Yajna. We should know, however, that the animals sacrificed in the Yajna were not killed. If the Vedic mantras were properly pronounced during the sacrifice, the animal sacrificed would come out again with a new life. That is the test for a successful Yajna. When King Prithu was performing 100 Yajnas, Indra became very envious because he did not want anyone to excel him. Being an ordinary living entity, he became envious of King Prithu and making himself invisible, he stole the horse and thus impeded the Yajna performance. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. 1 minute. So in this shloka, King Prithu wanted to perform his last hour sacrifice yajna, that is Ashwamedha. So in this, actually, this King Indra was always like that. He will be envious with who are all doing excel to him. So that's why he got very jealousy and he wants to disturb his sacrifice. So if one wants to do that one, so they will go to that any level. Okay. So in this King Indra also not exception. He is also like a human being. He was also started doing stealing his horse because where for sacrifice they kept this horse. So that he was ready to steal that, and he wants to Prithu Maharaj to stop that yajna because that all yajnas he has finished. 99 he finished. So last one he is going to do Prithu Maharaj. So that he wants to, because if he done that one, so he will be excel no against him. So that's why he doesn't want to that wants to have that. So he wants to stop. So that's why he was doing all this nonsense. So in the purport, what Shatakrtu means one is called is Indra, name of Indra, and other one is called 100 yajnas, that is horse yajnas. So Ashwamedha, that is sacrifices they are doing, no? That is called Shatakrtu. So one is called Indra, and then Shatakrtu means it is they are doing this Ashwamedha yajna 100 times. So that's why it is called Ashwamedha. Then what he was doing, so to get the position of Indra, one has to perform this 100 Ashwamedha yajna. So that is very important. That's why he is there. He doesn't want to have all these things. Vittu Maharaj was not ready for that. But this fellow, no, he is only doing all this nakras. So So Indra was very much worried. Oh, my position will go if he has done this sacrifice. So I have to be very careful. And moreover, previously it was when the yajna was happening, the animals they will do the animal sacrifice. In that sacrifice, uh, they will sacrifice the animal, but with the live, but it will come out with the live only, but they will not kill in the yajna. That is the very important one. Why it was not killed? Because the paraphernalia and the place and everything was very pure. That's why that time it was when these rajas and the kings, they were all performing this yajna. Even you can have that Draupadi's father, Drishyatana, he was also doing the yajna. And that time this Draupadi and his brother came from the yajna only. No? So these are all, even when Sita Mata, she was doing Rama wants to have, because she was in the Ravana's palace. That time, so he killed the Ravana and everybody, and then they bring Sita from that prison. And then, but he was not immediately accepting her immediately, because he wants to show the public that she is very pure. So that's why he told her to take the Agni Rashab. That's why then she immediately took that Agni. She went inside the Agni and then she came out without any uh, burnings or nothing. So that means she is very pure. So that, like that, Rama was also doing that examination. And here, when this yajna is going on, these animals are all they are sacrificing, but that animals again they will come out without any burnings or nothing. So it will come out as a new life. He will get the new life. So like that, the yajna was performing so nicely. That means everything was pure, because those days Brahmanas are very much qualified. That is, we have to accept, because nowadays uh, we cannot say like that. So material will be pure, and the place will be pure, and then the Brahmanas will be pure. Everything will be pure. So mantras also, how they are chanting the mantras is also properly pronounced. That's why the animals were coming out again with the new life. So that is the success of yajna. Nowadays it is impossible. That's why no brahmanas we can call them and we can do yajnas. So something, if pronunciation or something will happen, the yajna, what the yajna we are doing, that will not work out. Like that here in Tushta was doing the yajna, and then that time he was not chanting the mantra properly, and it went like that, that Vitrashura came, no? Asura came. Because for other purpose he was doing, but finally the Vitrashura came. Like that, if we did something wrong in the yajna, definitely it will create a problem. So previously it was not like that. All the rajas were very pure, and the prajas also very pure, and the place and paraphernalia, everything is very pure, and the brahmanas also very pure. So like that it was. So the animal also come out as he got a new life. So that's why in this nowadays it is not impossible. That's why even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told not to do yajna in Kali Yuga, because it will not work out. And then so he was implementing this, what is this? Sankirtana yajna. So wherever we are having any program or anything, we can have the yajna, Sankirtana yajna program, and then we will distribute the prasad. So this is the very this Sankirtana Yajna is introduced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna only, no? So he himself that introduced this Sankirtana Yajna. So according for that, I want to tell one shloka in Shrimad Bhagavatam. Can you take Mataji? 12.3.51. 12.3.51. Kale doshe फलेर्दोष निधे राजन अस्ति हि एको महान गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्त संगः परम विजयेत्. So in this shloka, what Mataji translation go? My dear king, although Kali Yuga is ocean of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. See? So, because that's why in, one more shloka is also there in the, about the Kali Yuga. First canto. So, Suman Prayana Alpaishwara Sabhyaha Kalavasmin Yuge Janaha Mandaha Sumanta Madayo Mandaba Kyakyoputra. So this Kali Yuga is full of faults and greedy and no, each one will be fighting like that. So many things will happen. So in this Kali Yuga, the miseries will be more and the happiness it will not be there. So we have to be always in Kali Yuga chanting the Maha Mantra only. So that's why here Kali Yuga is ocean of faults, full of miseries, full of faults, full of no nonsensical things it will happen. So Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you. 1110. Yeah. Prayana Alpaisha Sabhyaha Kala was meaning. That meaning can you read Mataji? Translation. Dull minded, everything it will come.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, O learned one, in this iron age of Kali, men almost always have but short lives. They are quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed.
So, these are all the things in Kali Yuga, in the Kali of age, it will happen. So, we cannot do anything. So, only remedy is we have to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, like how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows the way. So, we have to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and we do the Yajna, Sankirtana Yajna. So, that is very important in this age of Kali. So in that shloka also it is told like that only. So that's why now Indra, what happened? He came with the because nobody knows that no, Indra came, but nobody can see him. So he wants to come in the invisible and stole the horse also, and so that Prithu Maharaj was waiting for the horse, and that time the he already stole the horse and the bringing the yajna in the into the halt. You know, see, these are all the it will happen in only within the human beings. Okay, it will not happen to the devas, but devatas also, they are also interested in all these things. That's why this Indra is doing like this. Next shloka we will see how he is doing that. Next shloka Mataji. Tamatrir Bhagavan Aichat Twaramanam Vihayasa Amuktam Iva Pakandam Yo Dharme Dharma Vibhramaha.
Hare Krishna. Varnali Mataji, you read the synonyms. Karpagavali Mataji, the translation, and Srimati Shri Shyampriya Mataji, the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Tam King Indra, Atri, the sage Atri, Bhagavan, most powerful, Aikshat, could see the Twaramanam moving very hastily, Vihayasa in outer space, Amuktam Eva, like a liberated person, Pakhandam, impostor, Ya, one who, Adharme, in irreligion, Dharma, religion, Vibramaha, mistaking. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. When King Indra was taking away the horse, he dressed himself to appear as a liberated person. Actually, this dress was a form of cheating, for it falsely created an impression of religion. When Indra went to went into outer space in this way, the great sage Atri saw him and understood the whole situation. Thank you, Mataji. Dandat.
Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The word Pakanda used in this verse is sometimes pronounced Pashanda. Both of these words indicate an impostor who presents himself as a very religious person, but in actuality is sinful. Indra took up the saffron colored dress as a way of cheating others. This saffron dress has been misused by many impostors who present themselves as liberated persons or incarnations of God. In this way, people are cheated. As we have mentioned many times, the conditioned soul has a tendency to cheat. Therefore, this quality is also visible in a person like King Indra. It is understood that even Indra is not liberated from the clutches of the material contamination. Thus, the words Amukta Iva, meaning as if he were liberated, are used. The saffron dress worn by a sannyasi announces to the world that he has renounced all worldly affairs and is simply engaged in the service of the Lord. Such a devotee is actually a sannyasi or liberated person. In Bhagavad Gita 6.1, it is said, Anashita karma phalam karyam karma karoti ya sa sannyasi cha yogi cha nanir nir cha Chakriya, one who is unattached to the fruits of his work and who works as he is obligated in his renounced order of life, and he is the true mystic, not he who lights no fire and performs no work. In other words, one who offers the result of his activities to Supreme Personality of Godhead is actually a sannyasi and yogi. Cheating sannyasis and yogis have existed since the time of Kutumara's sacrifice. This cheating was very foolishly introduced by King Indra. In some ages, such cheating is very prominent, and in other ages, not so prominent. It is the duty of the sannyasi to be very cautious because, as stated by Lord Chaitanya, Sanyasira alpachidra sarva loke gaya. A little spot in the sannyasi's character will be magnified by the public. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela 12.51. Therefore, unless one is very sincere and serious, he should not take up the order of sannyasa. One should not use this order as a means to cheat the public. It is better not to take up sannyasa in this age of Kali because provocations are very strong in this age. Only a very exalted person, advanced in spiritual understanding, should attempt to take up sannyasa. One should not adopt this order as a means of livelihood or for some material purpose. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Very nice shloka. So we have to understand in this shloka, first translation it was. So Indra came in disguise as a liberated person, sannyasi like that, and then he was false, and that also he was doing what falsely he was created the dharma religion, but in that one good things happened, that is Atri, sage Atri, he was noticed that Indra is coming in this dress and he was doing all this created problems. So for Prithu, so he saw him and understood him, his motive also, is understood his motive also. So the only sages can understood the if real sannyasi or pure sannyasi, they can understand the is the human form. That is how the thinking is going on, and they can understand the past, present, future also. If the sannyasi is very pure, so like that here, Atri, the sage Atri was understood his motivation. What is that motivation? He wants to stop this yajna. So that's why he was doing all these things. Even he was going beyond this religion also, he was not uh, interested, and he wants to do one thing. So even the Leela and the Krishna Leela, 10th canto, he was doing the same with the Govardhan, that one, no? He was creating so much problem because Krishna told his father not to do, not to worship Indra and worship Govardhan. So for that he was created so many problems. Heavy rain falls, that one had everything, he disturbed full Rajabam. But Krishna, what he did, no, he was actually a good, great personality of Godhead, that he knows also, but even though he was having that ego, no, so nobody should be higher than him. So that is the problem with him. So he was not bothered about Krishna's power or energy, but he was doing all these things. So that time Krishna saved Rajavasis and holding this Govardhana hill with his little finger. So after that only he understood, and then he was coming and asking forgiveness and everything. So what is the use? So like that, this Indra is always like that. And one more thing also, he was learned by Narayana Kavacham, his guru, and then finally what happened? So he killed his guru, and then he was having all these things. For that only, Krishna started doing this yajna. But because of his pronunciation was very bad mantra, so that's why that Vritrasura came in there. So like that, it is happening for Indra. So many things he will do in the as a devatas. So now we'll go for the purport. So this, in this first line, it is Pakanda and Pashanda. Both are same, because it Pashanda is who are not because it will indicate an imposter, because misrepresenting the religion. That is very, because if we are doing any religious activities or anything, it should be proper. It should not be improper. That is why here misrepresenting the religion, which is sinful, because it is a sinful act according to the Shastra. So when we are doing some religious activities, as per Shastra, how it is told, we have to do. So here, in ISKCON, we are having one book is called Religion for all the festivals and everything we are calling. Bhanu Maharaj, Gopala Bhatta Goswami has written that book. So he was in that book. We can see all the festivals how we have to do. The Gopala Bhatta Goswami was explained so nicely. Yeah, Sandarbha. Yeah, that is Gopal Bhatta Goswami. 1 minute, Mataji. Wait, back. So he has written one book also, Mataji, for about this Sandarbha, something it will come. No, it has come. Parents. I'll tell you, Mataji. I'll get it that one. Yeah. Last I'll tell you. So Sandarbha, yeah, Sandarbha, Kriya, like that book will come. Can you find out, Mataji?
Kriya Sara Deepika.
Kriya Sara Deepika. Kriya Sara Deepika. That book is very important. You can see in that book all these festivals and all the yajnas, how we have to do. And Gopal Bhatta Goswami was explained so nicely. So according to that only we are all doing here yajna. That book only we are using. Even Bhanu Maharaj also told to use that book only. So he was also explaining that this how we have to do the religious activities. So in ISKCON. So like that book we are following. So but here Kriya Sara Deepika, yeah, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Same book, Madam. Same book, Mataji.
So I'll share the PDF, Mataji, in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. You can share this book. It's a big book, Mataji. It's not. Okay, PDF you can send it. Yeah. So like that in Shastra. But here, presently, if you see in Kali Yuga, Kali Yuga is already going on. It is already finished. 5,000 years finished. So still it is there. 4,32,000 years are there still. But we don't know how it will be. No. Now itself the